What's up, my brothers and my sisters from another mister? So today we're going to do a comic book review of Sam and Twitch, issue number 10. This is Unveiling the Dark World of Witchcraft, and this is a Witchcraft storyline part 1, brought to you by RatedComics. Let's get to it. We begin this issue with witches at a New York City park. They're casting a spell around a campfire, but they're not roasting marshmallows or making s'mores or anything like that. So they derobe themselves, dance around the campfire, doing their chant, witchcraft chant, and you already know whatever spell they're casting, it's starting to work because leaves are flying in the air. Wind is blowing. This jogger gets out of his car, somewhere a little bit of a distance away. But why is he the only jogger there talking on the phone about to jog in some fog? You know, that is some stuff I wouldn't be doing. I don't give a damn who you are. But then again, hey, somebody's got to do it for the sake of the story. So he jogs and he sees something eerie. He sees something weird and he starts sweating. And when he sees it, the fog dissipates and goes away, and then it clears up and we see these heads on a stick, and it's those witches that with their heads on it, and we don't know what kind of spell they cast, and something eerie is going on. And then we go into this panel right here with Twitch wiping the smoke, wiping the steam off of the mirror so he can shave, and we see Casey McCurry saying, "Hot diggity damn, I see it, but I don't believe it." And we see Twitch go outside. Dr. Casey McCurry is on her bed. Maybe something went down already, but they're watching the news, and his news anchor woman is like, "Hey man, good morning. We are joined here by someone who is now a familiar face to most of America. He's one of the stars of an amazing piece of videotape the news magazines have been running endlessly since the horrific mob war that gripped the New York City last summer. Those cops, Sam Burke and Twitch Williams, both detectives, have been decorated by the mayor and are nearly impossible to get an interview with. But today, we are pleased to spend the full hour with one of those brave New York City policemen and co-author of this book, There and Back, the publisher, Simon & Schuster. It hits bookstores today, and sitting here is New York homicide detective Sam Burke. Good to have you here, Sam. Good to be here, sure." And this shocks the hell out of Dr. Casey McCurry and Twitch, because Sam is decorated, maked up, and he's looking good on TV. So the anchor one interviews and tells him that there's been some time they've been trying to get an interview with you guys and your partner, how come he didn't want to make it? So the anchor woman asks him a series of questions, and one of those questions is that, "Are you guys still partners?" "Oh yeah, forever, no doubt. I owe the little bastard everything." I can say bastard, right? Obviously, hey, Sam is being true to himself on TV, even though he has all this makeup on and a haircut to go with it. And she's like, "Yeah, it doesn't happen often enough, but go ahead, do it. We salute you." Damn straight. That's right. So Dr. Casey McCurry and Twitch are getting nervous because it's Sam being Sam on live TV. So she asked some questions about the book, and the book is the whole story. Everyone's been knocking out their door looking for the story of the Udaku and the San Giacomo crime war, and they got stuck in the middle of it. So yeah, it's pretty involved, it's pretty detailed, and Sam tells her the motivation behind telling the story. It wasn't money, it's a story to tell. And how often does it happen in your life that you can tell a story and leave something behind for your grandkids? Something like, hey, my granddad wasn't a schmuck like everyone in the family says he is. He's actually cool, and he actually fought for something. It's actually a really cool legacy to leave behind. So after all this interviewing, and this interviewer, the anchorman, asked Sam, "Do you got any kids?" And we got a caller here that thinks you're a cutie pie. Dr. Casey McCurry and Twitch are like, "Yo, Sam actually did a pretty good job." And one thing they noticed about Sam while Twitch is brushing his teeth is, you know, you don't see people being content now. That was contentment that Sam showed on TV today, and he looks pretty good doing it. After some dialogue between Twitch and Dr. Casey McCurry, her phone rings, or maybe Twitch's phone rings, or both their phone rings, and they have to get on with it and go to the scene of the crime. At the scene of the crime where these witches got their heads stuck on stick. Witchcraft on a stick, so to speak. Cops and Twitch are there. So Dr. Casey McCurry goes onto the scene like, hey, who told you to move these bodies? Step away from the bodies. This is a crime scene. Well, the bodies were burning, man. We thought it'd be best to stop it from burning. No. You don't do that. She's mad because you got to keep the bodies cherry. Always cherry. So Twitch and Sam talk about the chick in the newsroom today. And Sam is like, yeah, the chick is hot in person, but she has a lot of makeup, but she is a hottie. Woo! And Twitch looks at him like, "Makeup, huh? You still got that makeup on your face?" And Sam tells Twitch, "Oh, fuck you right over there. You know, I didn't have time to wipe. I had to go to the crime scene." "Oh, it's okay, sir. You look pretty." So meanwhile, while Dr. Casey McCurry is complaining to the cop, you have to keep the crime scene cherry, and Sam tells him the same thing. Yeah, keep it cherry. Well, pipe down there, Mascara Barbie. You know better. It's a couple clapback moments that are really fun with the book. So the scene of the crime is, 6 females minus heads burning medium high on a stick, and the cuts are marked jagged around their necks. So I don't know if it's a sex crime scene or a cult thing, says Dr. Casey McCurry. And based on their cuts, it looks like someone worked on them with a butter knife. So she tells Joe to get tight shots of the neck. They might get damaged when they take this down, so make sure you get those shots first so she can do her investigation. So Sam and Twitch notice a witchcraft book, Covenant of the Goddess. Sam asked Joe to take a picture of the crowd because there may be somebody who did this is in the crowd right now, so they got to look into that later. So Joe does what Sam tells him, gets a picture of the crowd, and in your guys' opinion, do you think someone in the photo here could be the victim or a suspect? We don't know. So when they pull out these knives, for evidence, of course, they got to study that. Twitch notices that piece is very ornate and they should be able to trace it with something because it doesn't look like it's very common. And someone in the crowd says that is not a weapon. It's called an anathema. And they turn around and see this woman who's in distress, but now they got to interrogate her. And she tells them what that tool is. It's a Wiccan. It is a tool. That's all. Most Wiccans have them. A tool? Yeah, that anathema is a tool. It's a ritual tool like a pointer. It's not meant for cutting or... Like, what do you mean a knife is not meant for cutting? It harkens back to a time where knife was a tool, and that's that. So Twitch asks her, so what's your relationship with these women? I was friends with all of them but one, Jacqueline. Jackie, the one with the black hair, she is my partner in life. She was, she didn't come home that night. Oh, and Sam puts it together, she was your lover. What were you guys doing out in the wee hours of the night? They were participating in the celebration of the vernal equinox last night, the Austera. So they're like, what the hell is that? So they're celebrating some vernal equinox in the middle of the park. Why in the middle of the park? Why not somewhere else? Well, and she tells them, well, the earth is sacred, and that seemed to be the prime location to do it. That's why they did it. So Sam questions, so they go off in the middle of the night, and what were they doing? Roasting Mars? No, God, are you kidding me? They were here to celebrate. They want to celebrate and practice their magic. And keep in mind, this interrogation, when you guys read the dialogue, it's really, really good. And Sam was like, their magic? What kind of magic? It's not like that, says the lady. It's more like pagan magic, a system of belief. It's kind of like religion, but it's not what you think it is. And Sam's like, I just don't get it. What kind of magic are you talking about? So she continues, it's like a direction of will. You set a goal for yourself and you cast a spell to achieve it. It's just, well, and Sam was like, well, maybe they cast the wrong spell, huh? No, that's not how it works. Any spell that's sent out, it is believed that the power comes back to whoever sent it threefold. No one dabbles in the black arts. No one casts a spell. If they did, it will come back to them worse than they projected, okay? Well, it looks like something did come back and knock their heads clean off. Do you have an alibi, says Sam? And she does have an alibi. She tells him that her alibi was she was in the basement of Clementine's on Bleecker, and she could give the name and address and phone number to where she was at. So that way, she's not involved in the scene of the crime. So these are very personal to her, and she wants to help them solve it, but they just don't like the way that Sam and Twitch are interrogating her. So meanwhile at Clementine's, we get a call. Whoever's there, the lady gets a call from Sam or Twitch, one of the detectives, and she confirms that that girl was there at Clementine's on Bleecker until 2. So is she in trouble? No, she's not in trouble. We just have to confirm her whereabouts. Well, I heard what happened at the park, and I'll head down to the station right away to clear things up. So as soon as she hangs up on the phone, we see the silhouette of a trench coat, possibly the old dog, ready to go in, and who knows what they're going to do to her. And that's where we end this issue of Sam and Twitch, issue number 10. What you guys think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know. Also, link in description if you wish to add this comic book or some of our Rated Comics exclusives to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. Lastly, this review is sponsored by coffee because I do these reviews early in the morning before I take my kids to school or before my kids wake up. So if you'd like to buy your boy a cup of coffee, link in description or donate to the super thanks. But the greatest compliment you guys can do is by liking this video and subscribing to Rated Comics YouTube channel. I thought this was a hell of a way to kick off the Witchcraft storyline part 1. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.